Okay, hello, everyone in the Exalted Empress Tarot Court. Okay, we are getting ready to do a wild card reading. You probably actually know the topic already. I do not. So, right now you are going back in time to when this is a mystery to me. Okay, the topics of the wild card readings are done in real time as things happen, as cards are pulled. So, welcome to the discovery process. We're going to go ahead and see what Spirit wants you to know. Let's see, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles upright, Three of Swords upright. Oof, that's a big one. The Hangman, let's see. Let's get some of the other deck here. I like to mix the deck up when I do these readings. Let's go ahead and get 4 more cards. See what Spirit wants to tell you. Oof, we have the Empress. We love that. Love Empress representation here. We have the Chariot as well, but in reverse. So we may be talking about control over a situation, over some emotions, maybe even over a love situation. Let's see. I'm so intrigued by what is going on. Oof, flying cards. We had the Five of Swords in reverse as well, so at least some arguing is over. Let me go. Where are we going? Where are we going? Ooh, and the Six of Wands. Ooh, victory. Yes, ending on a victory. That's what we want. Who is messing with you? Who is messing with you? Why are you ending in a victory? Who are you fighting? Let's see. Ooh, is both sides? 1 second. That one just turned over. Got it. Okay, this is a not new to me, but new to the channel, our Oracle decks. Let's see what happens right now, okay? We're going to get some cards out. Well, really just one from here before we get started on the overall message. Ooh, I love the way this one looks. We have insight and enlightenment. Okay, insight and enlightenment. Ooh. Let's see what we can get there. Okay, give me just one moment. This has to be the largest Oracle deck booklet it's a book. It's not a booklet, it's a book that I've ever seen. This is a very advanced deck. I actually do not know everything that is in here because it is extensive, but I love it because, anytime we have time to learn, to expand, we should take it. Okay, insight and enlightenment. Maybe I'll put it here so in case you want to look at some of these things on here. At this point, your journey is more important than your destination. Okay, we're learning some stuff today. You know the direction you want to head in. You just need to learn to trust that. This deep knowing comes from the freedom of listening to our souls speak through the wisdom of our heart's mind. There is a consistent internal dialogue that is guiding us. It's here. We have access to the greatest wisdom and knowledge of all. Trust the eternal universal knowledge within. You will always know the truth. Have faith in your deep knowing. Your goals and dreams are magnificent. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so this card could represent Aquarius. If you're an Aquarius, this may be important to you. Air is the element, and 18 is in numerology. Listen closely to the wise whispers of the heart and mind. Number 18 beautifully ties into the Aquarian energies of this card, okay? It holds a vibration of humanitarianism and independence. Its undertones are filled with compassion, insight, and setting goals, and utilize the upliftment of humanity, vibration and independence. What are we learning? What are we going into? And what are you uplifting? You have humanitarian goals? Are you opening a charity? What are you up to? You need to trust your inner guidance. There's something that you want to do that people are not behind you on. Let's see what that's about. Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, it looks like you had something that other people would consider ideal, okay? You had some ideal situation. Anybody else looking at it would be like, oh my gosh, they have so much money. Oh my gosh, they have so much attention, so much prestige, so much something. And in their eyes, at least, you fumbled it. It may not be that you may have it seems like actually you voluntarily gave it up. You walked away, or there was some disagreement and you were like, deuces. Like you did not give two hoots about the ending of whatever this was. You in their eyes, at least, you walked away, these other people. The Knight of Pentacles, this is the slowest moving knight in the deck because it's foundational, and the things that are foundational take a little bit more time. So this progress you're making may have taken a long time to get there. I mean, people are like, oh, you threw it away. Like, you had all this going for you. Why did you walk away from it? A lot of opinions. A lot of opinions we did not ask for. Coming your way. And the Three of Swords. Again, I still don't feel this as you having a broken heart. I feel this as other people thinking that you should be brokenhearted, that you should feel like you lost something foundational, that you should have all the feelings and all the doubts and all of this and all of that. Like you should be in turmoil right now. And maybe they're just really frustrated and confused that you seem to be just okay with whatever is going on. I mean, again, I feel like this is your decision. Like you walked away because you wanted to. And I think other people are just having a hard time processing that. I think maybe too, some of it may be coming from the fact that if they had what you had, they would have done everything to keep it. They would have been like, no, I need it. Like this is the stability I want. And you kind of walked away. And it may even be a little hard for you to tell some of these people, like, yeah, no, this was voluntary. You may have told people that you were let go, or there was a layoff or something. We were downsizing at my job, and reality was like you couldn't go there one more day. You may have left like without 2 weeks notice, even if it's just like I really just I cannot do this again. So your life is going in a way that you are okay with, even if it is a little difficult. Other people are having a hard time putting together what happened and why you're so okay with it. The Hanged Man, there may be some hesitation. Again, it may be with being honest about what actually happened because other people seem to be really affected by your decisions in your own life. People are people. It may also be in turning the next leaf, turning the next corner. Just because you knew that you didn't want that thing, that it wasn't aligned with you, doesn't mean you had like your 10-step plan on what to do next. Most people don't. And you may have been taking a little risk. You may have been a little risky. You may have been a little like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm not going to do it anymore. And that was like the whole plan. There was nothing after that. Risky. Risky. It is risky. The Empress, though, I'm seeing that you or either already are or Spirit is advising you. Spirit is at least also advising you to have Empress energy. Okay, that is a divine Empress energy. Okay, you are inviting in the things that can most help you. So this is a lot of exuding the energy, which I think you currently are, even if it's not as proactive and on purpose at this time, that the right things will come towards you. You know, being happy with what you have, being happy with how things are going, and other people are uneasy seeing it, watching it, and moving forward in a way that makes sense to you. Spirit is saying your gut is right. You're doing the right things. You're going in the right direction. Don't let people talk you out of it, because I can tell you right now, for myself, one thing I've learned is that trying to follow the rules to the letter does not work. Because we're humans and we don't work to the letter according to rules that other people think we should be doing. We also have the Chariot in reverse, okay? The Chariot in reverse is talking about us not having control in a situation. Now, not having control is not the same thing as being out of control. Those are two different things. This could be it, but I'm just not seeing that vibe in this reading. I'm seeing we just don't have control. So the choice to end something that wasn't working for you is your choice. Some of the things that are going to come after are not going to be your choice. So it may cause this weird disconnect where you're like, I'm in charge of my life and myself and I made the decisions. And then A, B, and C happening, you're like, but not those decisions. Those decisions are not me. Oops. But that's just life, okay? Don't get too freaked out about it, about the changes and things. I see Five of Swords. There may be some people who lash out at first at this news, maybe spouses or close family members, especially if they relied on you in some way, and they hear that you are moving away from something that they felt was stable, they may feel like personally affected by that, even if you're okay. But I see that though happening, blowing over really quickly. Like we get the Five of Swords energy, and they're like, "Why did you do this? That didn't make any sense." And then you're like, "No, no, 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 no. Like we will be okay. Like this and this are totally fine." And then they're like, "Oh, fine." They had to just like get over the fact that you guys are actually okay right now in the areas that count, the areas that matter, which should be fine, right? It just takes a moment to like explain and understand what's going on. And we have the Six of Wands, okay? So victory, victorious. I feel like there's going to be, of course, that in-between moment where we're unsure about where things are going. But then after that moment where we're unsure about where things are going, things will clear up and you will be victorious, okay? So what I mean by that when I say victorious, because there's not like a fight here, what I mean is people will see that you had the direction you were going in was a positive one. So whatever fears that they had about the situation, I won't say they were unfounded, but they didn't have to have those worries. You knew your gut was right. You're right to think that your energy and being your divine feminine and letting things come to you would work out, and it will. You will bring an opportunity to you to do the exact thing your goal was setting you to do. Let me go ahead and try again to get another oracle card for you, to get more. Sorry, that was just Pluto was just in here facing the wrong way, but that is not your card. One second. Let me see if Spirit can be tempted to give us one more card in this situation so we can talk about it in a little bit more detail. Spirit's not giving me a card. It says, not this deck, ma'am. You need to get another deck. Okay, fine. We got the card we're going to get from this deck. Spirit said no. Spirit said no. Okay, we're going to have to go to the other deck then. I'm still drawing you an oracle card, just not from that deck. Spirit is saying that this one has a better one for you, I guess. Which is nice, but I can't see the booklet for this one. So, Spirit would like to guide me towards where the booklet is after giving me a card. That'd be great. Let's see. And we have... Wow. 8 and 9. The last quarter moon and then the new moon. Sorry. Just so you know, these are shuffled. These are not in order. So the fact that you happen to get them in order is just coincidence. Well, it was Spirit. A season or cycle of your life is drawing to a close. It's not quite over yet, but it is steadily nearing its end. Okay, so we're talking about the thing that you ended. So you may actually, some of you may be in the situation where you're either telling people something is over, you're moving away from something, and they're having a hard time accepting it. But I think a lot of you probably have already moved forward with ending that. New moon, look with joy at the glorious new cycle that is before you. Beautiful possibilities abound. So I see that as Spirit telling you to not worry about the things that we discussed a little bit ago. That some things may seem uneasy, but that is a normal thing when we move on to something new. We may have some things that we don't know how they're going to happen. Things always eventually work out. Wow, that was unnecessary. Okay, let's go get that card that is now across the way. Waning Crescent. Okay, Waning Crescent. For the record, these decks are not moon decks. They're not astrology decks, or they're not purely astrology decks. But you, for some reason, are getting a lot of moon cards. It is a lot. I mean, you have the sun, but the moon in particular is very much more feminine energy. It's more aligned with the Empress card, actually. And it talks a lot about just the kind of the same thing, like bringing in energy, soft light, soft energy, cool, calm, collected. So interesting. You may be, if you're not someone who's already a more reserved, Spirit may be calling you to be more reserved at this time. A season or cycle of your life is drawing to a close. It's not quite over yet, but it's steadily nearing its end. Time to tie up loose ends and prepare to consciously complete this circle. Look deeply and you will see what is winding down for you now. It may be a relationship, place of residence, a job posting, but it may also be a particular pattern or current within one of these things. In other words, there may be an obvious and literal ending on the horizon for you, or the cycle that is fading away is less tangible but just as real. This ending may seem to you like a pleasant and positive occurrence or an uncomfortable challenge. In truth, whatever it is that is now wrapping up for you was never all good or bad. It was always a multifaceted experience that offered plenty to learn from the plenty and plenty to treasure, even if the full spectrum nature of the cycle is not entirely obvious to you now. With time, it will come into a greater perspective and focus. Remember that all aspects of the manifest world, all relationships, roles, and all situations eventually end in one way or another, okay? Sometimes being aware of this brings comfort and sometimes grief. Either way, honor the cycle that is ending. It will not come again in the same form. This has been a unique experience, one that has enriched you and will continue to enrich you as it resonates in your memory, consciousness, and months for years to come. Okay, so just because you are no longer aligned with it does not mean that it was negative. Again, I think that may be something that other people are having a hard time hearing, that you are moving on, that you were doing something different, and there's not some big spectacle to talk about. It's just, it wasn't aligned. Honestly, you're making a more informed decision than a lot of people make for themselves. Look at the joy at the glorious new cycle that is before you. The decks are cleared and the way is open. Set well-defined intentions now, for beautiful possibilities abound. The new moon is the exhilarating first day of a sparkly, fresh cycle of energy. The moon isn't visible in the sky, but that doesn't mean it isn't there. Drawing this card means it's time to ask yourself what it is that I would like to experience. You can make the most of this powerful time by setting intentions related to your heart's desires. So make a list. Don't hold back. Write out every quality and condition you'd like to call in, large or small. Feel free to focus on every life area or just zero in on one you're inquiring about, but sure to phrase each intention in the present tense as if it's already true. While writing out your goals and desires, be specific, but not so specific that you limit the ways the universe may be able to deliver things to you. For example, if you may believe you want a relationship with a specific person, but what you really want is a relationship with someone who loves you fully. So I am in love with someone wonderful who loves me back is a well-phrased intention to write. And once you've written your list, read each of them aloud. Imagine how you would feel if it was already true. Okay, that's how you're going to manifest it into being. Once you've completed this process with every item on your list, smile again, feel lucky, and feel even more gratitude. Then at the bottom of the page, sign your name and write it on the date it is done. So you don't have to explicitly do that process. That's just one recommended by the book. The idea is to manifest in things that you would like in your life. That can be literally a manifestation process. So doing something that you feel will manifest the new thing into your life, or it could be manifesting through intention. Okay, so in that case, that would be like doing the little things, finding little goals, little ways to get you closer and closer to the things that you want, even if you don't know whether or not it's going to get you the actual thing. Okay, so that would be like if you really wanted to start a hobby of, I don't know why I keep using this example, but I'm going to use it again. Yarn work, okay? You want to start learning how to knit or crochet. You don't have any books yet. You haven't taken any classes, and you don't know anybody else who does this, or at least no one said that they do. Just going out and buying yarn and some hooks, even if they're like random colors and random sizes, is still a step towards the thing, right? You can do it badly a couple of times now that you have the supplies. It's still a step towards learning, okay? So keep that in mind. Whatever the little steps needed could get you closer, even if it's not going to get you the end result. Do those things, okay? If that's all you know about right now, that also will help you towards it. And we always have other resources that we can work on one at a time. So waning crescent. The harvest moon is a time of meditation and reflection. It is also a time calling upon you to acknowledge and appreciate your developed sense of silent inner strength, okay? You have an abundance of power at your command. This card represents inner strength, compassion, generosity, boundaries, and releasing all that no longer serves you from safe, stable ground, okay? I am strong and I am able to release all that no longer serves me. I am ready for rebirth. Wow, look at that. Look at how all of those cards are aligned. They're not even all from the same deck. I'm going to return to the flow of stillness, dear child, okay? Eights are all about the balance of power. Oh, this is also card number 8. So you have 8 and 8. Eights are all about balance of power. They're authoritative, efficient, and good judgment of character. In tarot, the number 8 represents positive energies and often spiritual luck. It's calling for the final phases of introspect and asking you to look deeper within than ever before so you can reap the spiritual enlightenment for the next cycle and phase of life. Okay. It says it's aligned with the Hermit card, but I want to say that good for you. You are doing all the right things. Okay. You realized something was not aligned with you. You didn't wait for drama or the tower to show up before changing it. You were like, this is not aligned. I'm in a stable place. I walked away. Other people are going to have a hard time dealing with that. If you're doing something that people don't normally do, that is fine. Okay, let them. You have your stuff together and you knew it wasn't aligned for you. That you did more than what everyone else did. Okay, most people would not do what you did, and they're probably sitting in those jobs or positions or wherever they are that they still don't like. Moving forward is going to be a process, but spirit is telling you to trust your gut, trust your instincts, and to use manifestation. Again, that doesn't just have to be like the spiritual practice, it could also be, and I would encourage you to also use little steps and things that can slowly get you closer to your goal, even if it's not going to get you the whole shebang, right? Otherwise, like, very cool reading. Very excited for you. If this interested you, if you enjoyed my reading, please like and subscribe below. I'd love to see you in the Empress's Court, either here on YouTube or over on TikTok. And I am currently going live, okay? I have a mission. I would love to be monetized on YouTube, at least for the live, so I can give you an individual reading, okay? Once I am monetized on there, I will be able to do individual readings for you whenever you would like to join, okay? So if that sounds good, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time in the Empress's Court. Bye!